So I start a new GoFundMe for my Mall of America trip, and the proceeds are going to go to UNICEF USA. And this is the GoFundMe link. It's GoFundMe, gofund.me/DB64B0BB6. I'll put it in the thing below. But I have decided to take 5,000 cards with me. You can see I've got all of these. So I kind of have my work cut out for me, because that means I have to make about like 350 every day up until I leave on the 11th of August. But I think I'm gonna go live maybe to draw attention to the fundraiser, so that we can earn some money for, or so that we can collect some money for UNICEF, and that way this can have an even bigger impact. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just label this whole thing like a movement, and we're going to call it Seeds of Love, the Seeds of Love movement. During the live, I think I'm going to stick to just talking about this, because I definitely don't want to make a spectacle out of this that is supposed to be something that is fostering a loving and understanding community. And I don't want anybody to get confused and distracted with the stuff that I have on my channel right now, which a lot of people might not be ready for, and that's fine. Yeah, so that's my plan at the moment. I was gonna go live today, but then I was like, no, like I have time. I can just do that. I'm gonna do that next week, because I need to get caught up in my three-dimensional human world. I need to make myself some bread and just kind of take care of this, because I've been spending so much time on the other side, like in my mind, that I have a little bit of this current reality neglected, and that's not how I'm supposed to live my life. That's not how I want to live my life. So I'm just gonna get caught up with my earth life and give myself a break and a chance to relax and regroup here. But I think what I'll do is I'll go live while I'm making cards, and I'll ask people for suggestions if they have any. I have tons of different things that I'm writing. I've got stamps. So I'm gonna have like a love stamp. So it's gonna say love makes all possible. But I have things like that that are gonna go with the stamps that I have, and I have all kinds of little symbols like birds and frogs and stuff. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably have experienced some synchronicity in your life where maybe you even asked for a sign. Can you show me a hummingbird or a dragonfly? But I have dozens of little stamps that I bought to do this with, and I'm super excited about that. And I have a bunch of different colors to make them all really cute. So I just came in from outside. It's like 300 degrees. But something that I do sometimes when oh, I got a doggy wanting attention. Something I do when I feel stuck, or if I want to change my reality in some way, is I'll write down the current situation, and I'll burn it in like a little bowl out by my tree. But you could also just shred it, rip it up, throw it away. It works with false beliefs that you have about yourself, like you're not good enough. But you're just signaling to God and the universe that is no longer part of your story, and you're just releasing that energy that you've stored inside of you. You're releasing that to go be elsewhere and to be transformed into something else. And in order to transform that energy back into something else, to bring back energy to you, the thing that I do is I write a new story. So let's say I was struggling with self-doubt, I would write, I'm releasing my doubt, and I would, destroy that paper, and then I would replace that with a note that said, I am confident, and I'll bury that next to the tree in my backyard. And energetically, it seems to make a big difference for me. I don't necessarily think that it has to be that specific activity. I think it's all about the intention behind it. But because I'm a gardener and I really resonate with like seeds and growing things, it just makes sense for me to, to do it that way. You could just bury the paper too, but like I do bury the one that I'm planting, but I symbolically am planting a new seed where something old was that needed to go. But anyway, what I just got rid of was the current story that we believe about the Antichrist, because even if nobody but me knows it, that story's out the window. It's not our reality. It's not going to be our reality. It's already not my reality, and soon it will not be yours either. But I replaced it with a new story. I replaced it with a new story, one that the outcome that I'm hoping for, but I also wrote that with the stipulation that I'm releasing expectations of that to the highest good of all, so that opens up opportunities for the universe and God to bring in some outcome that's even more magnificent than the one that I have dreamed up. So yeah, I think something else that I've learned just in the last 48 hours, I've learned a lot in the last couple of days. I'm starting to make sense of a lot of things in the last few days, but our faith in our own path, in our own life, is what creates our life. And because I understand this, I now understand that my faith in who I am is going to solidify who I am. And I don't need that for me, but my faith in who I am is going to help other people have faith in who I am as well. And I wasn't understanding that before, when I was running around going, nobody's going to believe me. And unfortunately, that reflected my belief of the world, that no one would have faith in me because I didn't have faith in other people. And that I'm changing that. I'm absolutely changing that. If I can do all that I went through to get to this point alone and confused, I absolutely have faith in the rest of the people walking around on this planet. I think that I told myself that I was the only person I could trust and count on for most of my life, and I leaned into that lie, and it became my reality. And that's probably part of the reason that I had to go through this alone, because I created the world in which I had to go through this alone, with those beliefs that no one would support me, no one would show up for me. And this is just all throughout my life, not just the last little bit here where all of this spiritual work started happening, that I start engaging in. All right, that's enough, baby. Yeah. But right now I am currently transmuting all of my negative beliefs around other people and other people's willingness to show up for each other. I feel it's so interesting because in one breath I feel like, I definitely couldn't have been the soul that came here to be Jesus the first time. But on the other side of that is we're all one. So in a sense, we all were. And part of that trauma, like part of that trauma of being abandoned, like for him in that story, is mirrored in my life. It doesn't look the same in my life, like it didn't start out the same, but that fear, the fear that no one will come to my rescue, that no one, maybe not rescue, but like nobody has my back, nobody will help me, nobody will stand up for me, nobody will stand up with me. I can't count on anyone. Everyone is indifferent to my suffering. I've felt that my whole life, and there are reasons in this life that, led me to adopt that false belief. I mean, at the time, it was true that those things were happening, but the past is not now. The past was, but it's not now. So that means it's not currently happening to me. But I carried that around as if the past was the present. And I don't know, I'm just having that realization that we've been carrying around the wounds from that story without realizing it. This fear that everyone is indifferent to the suffering of everyone else. And that story, this story of people just letting, one of us be crucified, is like what we use that as proof that that's true, that has to be true. And when we look at all the stuff that's happening all over the world, like all of the atrocities that are happening to children and the wars, and it's like, yeah, nobody, like, we care, we know we care, but nobody else cares. Nobody else is going to do anything about it. Everyone is indifferent to this, everyone's indifferent to that, but together we're making that happen. Our belief that that's what the world is like makes it that way. Luckily, we're in a position where we can start shifting those beliefs so that we can start shifting our reality, which is really just our shared experience of this world, because we are co-creating it together. I don't know how obnoxious this ball throwing is going to be in this video, but I have to prioritize this little furry guy right now because she is a herding dog and it's too hot outside for us to really play outside, so she's just going nuts. She's what is she? An Aussie Doodle. She's my sister's Aussie Doodle, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and let you know that I just did that. I'm really looking forward to seeing what my spirit team is going to make of my latest manifestation. I feel like it's a pretty big one. World peace and happiness and love throughout the world. It's a pretty big manifestation, but and I'm gonna need other people to join in on that, but I have 100% faith that that's going to happen. I know there's people out there that are already trying to manifest that. But yeah, I can't wait to see how that ends up looking. I'm out for my nightly walk. It's only like 100 degrees, 105, whatever. I just wanted to be real clear about something that I was just thinking about. The sky bridge that I claim to be here to make. What that is I'm here to learn how to become the path, and document my journey to becoming the way, so that you can become the path too. So when Jesus said, I am the path, I am the way, he was talking about how he lived his life and how he reached the vibration of love, which is God. And I'm here to document my journey to growing to the capacity of being able to hold all that God holds, the duality, the opposing truths, the good, the bad, the everything. It feels like my whole being is being ripped to shreds. It feels like the big bang of myself being shattered into all of these little pieces that are reflecting back to me all of these different truths that seem to be contradictory. But I just wanted to make sure to explain that's what I'm doing. And I can barely breathe because it's so hot out here. This is definitely hell. No, it's nice. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's a lovely day. Yeah. This is my beautiful walk. I just had a fear. Fear just came up. Of me like, I don't want anybody to know where I live. That's not the world that I live in anymore. That's okay though. It's okay. We're gonna get through this together. Yeah, we're gonna get through this together.